stopping by the obviously Lee Authentic channel. My name's Leah, that's spelled L-E-A and not L-E-A-H. So we're going to be talking about Married to Medicine. To be honest, y'all, school been kicking my ass. This is why videos are coming out late, because if I can find that clip or where they jumping the dude into the gang and they like, fight.
Let him get up, let him get up. Fight back, nigga. Fight back, nigga. Fight back. Fight back.
Fight back. That's what I'm trying to do right now with school. But yeah. So far, the past 2 episodes to me have been filler. Like, this episode was a filler. So I'm not going to review last episode, but I wanted to get this review out. It really wasn't much on this review other than the crew is all going to the March on Washington. Excuse me, y'all. The March on Washington that happened during the summer during all the protests for Black Lives Matter. Really not much happened. Basically, Damon and Heavenly, or mainly Dr. Damon, was asked to help with the, or run one of the stations for the COVID testing, because there's so many people were coming to the march. So because he did such a such a good job in Atlanta with the drive-through testing, they wanted him to do it at the march. So they end up going to Northern Virginia or DC. Side note, I'm from Northern Virginia, so I miss DC. I never thought I would say that I grew up in DC. So I like the DC. Mainly I lived in Northern Virginia, but DC was only like a metro ride, like 40 minutes away, or a metro ride away. So we used to go to DC all the time, me and my friends and stuff like that. Or we would go to, we would always go to Tyson's Corner, because that's only like maybe 30 or 20 minutes away from DC, or the Crystal City Mall or stuff like, or Pentagon City. But yeah, I don't know. It brought back memories. I do miss being in Northern Virginia and stuff. So they're there. Dr. Heavenly picked a really lovely home. It was a really nice home. Like, it was big enough for everybody. The pool was nice. It had a basketball court. It also had a pinball machine and all of that, like pinball machines. It looked like a really nice house. Like, I would want to stay there, like if I was vacationing with my friends. So Heavenly wasn't happy about Carrie and what's her name, Lisa Nicole coming. I guess Toya didn't tell her. Side note, I like Dr. Heavenly, but Dr. Heavenly could be very rude, and I don't like that about her, because she gets a pass for it from a lot of people, but like, don't move my stuff. Like, if my stuff is sitting in the seat, don't move my stuff. Like, that's one way to get yourself fussed all the way out, because I will kindly tell you to get up, or I'm going to move you myself. But she moved Carrie's chair, and Carrie even said, that's rude. And I was like, yeah, that's rude. I don't even see it for Carrie or Lisa Nicole, but it's just like, I don't like how Dr. Heavenly feels like she has the right to bully them. And I don't want to say bullying, because I don't like when people use bullying when it's grown adults. But she's just rude to them sometimes, and it's just like, girl, when it's needed, yes. When it's not, it just makes you look like a dick. So I think she should chill out on that. But they did a game for the ride to like pick rooms. They're all on the bus, and they're doing like historical facts. Carrie ain't know nothing. But my thing is, like, I don't even think Carrie is from America. I think Carrie is from like the UK or Europe. Like, well, Europe is the UK, or well, parts of Europe is the UK. So I don't even think she knows. Like, the only person she knows is Obama. Like, low key, I don't even think Carrie could probably vote, because I don't even remember. She might not even be like, well, I don't think. I don't know. Low key, I just don't think like Carrie is from here. Like, I think that is an accent. I hope she not playing like how Dorit on Beverly Hills with her fake accent. I hope not. But Heavenly was doing too much with the game. Like, I guess the ladies had to be the ones that answered the questions, but like, they didn't say you could use like husbands or like your phone. So like, she didn't make that known. So to me, Like, she was getting mad for no reason. And I was just like, I don't know. Like, this episode Heavenly did annoy me. Her and Damon annoyed me. I don't know. It was just a filler. So, they get to the house. That, like I said, the house is really nice. And then Al Sharpton, or Reverend Al Sharpton, is coming to visit them. And I thought it was nice. And so is Ben Crump. Side note, I don't like Ben Crump. Ben Crump to me seems like a snake. I just don't see it for him. I'm starting to see him more as an ambulance chaser. Like, a lot of people are referring to him because he's always the attorney for these cases, but these cases no justice is ever served for the victim. It's always a payout, and it's like he never, I don't know, I don't see it for that man. Like, legit, like, I may say I don't see it for the housewives, and some of them, like, it's jokingly like, I don't like them on the show like that, but for him, I really don't. Like, something about him just does not seem genuine. It seems very disingenuous. But they're all coming to the house. Side note, Simone actually looked like a cute waitress. I liked her little black and white. The collar actually had like rhinestones around it. Cecil looked good. Cecil do dress a little clean. Like, Cecil is clean. We got to see pictures of Michael. Michael living his best life in college. You know, over there posting and stuff. They're having dinner. They all meet him. Contessa and Scott were late. They kissed, and it was weird when they kissed because it wasn't even like a real. It was a peg. There's no genuine chemistry between them. So yeah, like, nothing. The food looked good. They had crab cakes, lambs, and I guess, yeah, it was crab cakes, lamb chops, and something. And no, it was sweet potatoes. It was nice to hear. Like, this is the part that really annoyed me. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon were too, like, what's the word? I don't know. They were fangirling, basically, over Al Sharpton. And it was weird to me. Like, Heavenly low-key bowed to him when he came in. And they even said, like, we feel like we're not worthy. And I'm like, they just regular people. They're regular people. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to activists, I don't feel like you should fangirl over activists. I don't know. Like, fangirling is for, like, entertainers. Like if I were to meet, like, Beyonce or Nicki Minaj or Rihanna or, like, Cardi B or, you know, Doja Cat or these people like that, I feel like those are people, like, you fangirl, like, you're so excited. But I feel like activists are, yes, they should be totally respected. So I'm not saying be disrespectful, but the way she was acting, it just felt, I don't know, it felt put on to me. Her and Damon were just like, it was too much for me, y'all. I just was like, he's a regular person. Like, yes, be respectful to him and really, like, show your appreciation for him because he has done a lot for the community. But, like, it just, I think when she bowed, it kind of threw me off. Like, I'm like, yo, like, take it down a notch. But everybody was mad at Scott and Contessa. Like, low-key, I like, they showed up late, like, really late to dinner, and I guess they didn't notice that everybody was outside. But my thing was, like, either everyone didn't get them or they were just taking a long time. And, like, low-key, her wig needed to be tweezed. Like, that part was too straight. Like, she needed to take them tweezers and tweeze it out a little bit. But they were late, and you could kind of tell Heavenly was annoyed with it. Like, and then she even made a comment like maybe they were fighting or she just don't know. But I was just like, yeah, y'all were late. So then the next day, all the doctors go to the site to, like, help figure out where they'll be when it's time for the march, when it's time to set up. It was crazy. We see Toya, Eugene, Kieran, and Anila. before everyone went, they went tennis, going to play tennis. So I feel like tennis is just something that Toya enjoys. At first I thought she was just doing it just to put on, but like it seems like she really gets enjoyment out of it, which is good for her because everybody needs something that they like to do that brings them joy, and it's a hobby. But like I was saying, Cecil and Curtis were playing basketball, and then Carrie, Anila, and and Toya were all like getting glammed up because I guess they were gonna have like dinner at the end of the night or go lounge by the pool. So that all the doctors went, because at first I was like, well, why didn't they go and why? But then I was like, oh, I noticed that like once I saw Cecil and Curtis, I was like, oh, okay, it's just for the doctors to go see where they got to set up and correspond with people. Before they got on the bus, it was awkward AF, and you could tell everybody was everyone was like feeling awkward because Contessa was on the phone with, I guess, a tutorer or the homeschool teacher for her daughter, and it's Layla, the one that got too much energy. She was like, I guess, being disrespectful to the teacher, and then Scott made a comment. I think he said, what did Scott say? Because I wrote it down, y'all. Oh, as long as you made her smile at the end, everything is okay. And then Contessa was like, she been smiling all day. That's the issue. And then he was just like, I'm sick of homeschooling. He was like, why don't we just put them in a program, a homeschooling program? And then Contessa was like, I guess Contessa takes off work to help them with homeschooling. And then she said Scott's never there. And then they were just arguing. And to me, honestly, I don't like homeschooling. And the main reason I don't like homeschooling is because I've worked with several people who got homeschool. And there's a difference. There's homeschooling that you do where like your parent is your teacher. And then there's homeschooling where I think what Scott is referring to, where there is like a class and y'all do like extracurricular stuff together, like you're socialized with people, but like you have an actual teacher and things of that nature, and like you meet up with your friends and stuff. I think that's what he's talking about, because it seemed to me that like Contessa be like too lenient with them when it comes to grades. And then also I don't like homeschooling because I feel like homeschool is like your job when you're in like high school, middle school, and like elementary school. When you get home, yes, do your homework, but your home should be like your happy place. I feel like once you start like making school like at home, you start to associate bad things about being at home. Like I don't like right now school for me is online and it's annoying, and I can it's annoying, but I decided to opt in for that because most of my classes, most of my teachers are teaching online. But I'm fortunate enough that I have like a separate room where I do my schoolwork, and that's because my sister was like, you need to have another place other than just being in your room all the time. So I choose to do my schoolwork like in a different space other than my room. So that's beneficial for me because I associate like this, this room I do schoolwork. This is my room where I like chill and relax. So they were arguing, and I laughed because Dr. Jackie, while Contessa was reprimanding Layla, Dr. Jackie made a comment sounding like an old grandma talking about, that's right. I said, oh my gosh. But it got awkward when they started fighting. Eugene looked like he was uncomfortable. Simone was uncomfortable. Like you could tell everybody was uncomfortable because they were arguing. So it was stupid. And then next thing you know, Carrie, Anila, and Toya are getting done. And Carrie makes a comment saying that Heavenly and Contessa made a comment saying, we want to steal you from Anila and Toya, and you come to our side because you're the intelligent one. So Heavenly and Contessa said that to Carrie. We don't know if that's what they really meant when they said it, or we don't know if that's what they really meant when they said it. To me, I think that's messed up. I feel like it's wrong that they try to demean Toya. Yes, Toya is ditzy and she has her dumb moments, but I don't think it's right to demean someone's intelligence. Like, they do it too much. And to me, like, it's wrong. It's wrong. I don't like it. As someone who is going into the medical field, I don't think it's right for you to, yeah, for you to demean someone. Like, yeah, Toya is ditzy, but like, for y'all to be like, Carrie is the intelligent one, I think that's wrong. And I don't think that was right for them to say. And that's why Contessa and Heavenly don't get along with Toya, and Toya doesn't get along with them. Because for them to constantly refer to her as being dumb, you can obviously tell that Toya knows that, and that's why Toya has an issue with them. That's why Toya was upset about Contessa not taking off her shoes, because it's like, you think I'm dumb, and now you disrespecting my home. Like, it's F you alls around to you. So, yeah, we'll see. We gonna get that clip that they kept showing in the trailer when Contessa's like, who you talking to? And she was like, the person I'm looking at. I said, ooh. So, yeah. That's it. That's all, y'all. Remember to be bravely authentic. I hope you have a good night, a good day, a good weekend. Whenever you see this, I hope you're having a good, positive, and productive day. Deuces.